Hi foodie friends, my name is Chef Jessica Ann with Savory Experiments, and today we are making pesto aioli. But before we get started, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe so you get our videos every Wednesday when they come out fresh. So we know I like it saucy. It's part of my 5S philosophy. I add sauces to everything, and this pesto aioli is a little bit more than just adding some jarred pesto to mayonnaise. It's delicious. It can go on burgers. Today we're gonna make it on a chicken sandwich. You can use it to dip French fries. Literally any recipe that calls for a garlic aioli, add this pesto aioli and it's gonna elevate it. Let's get started. What we need is a half a cup, or you could do more. This one's a really easy recipe to double, triple, even quadruple of good mayonnaise. When I say that, don't buy the cheap brand. I prefer the mayonnaises that use an olive oil or an avocado base. I feel like they have the most robust flavor. And of course, you can make homemade mayonnaise too. The recipe for that is on our website at savoryexperiments.com. Next is fresh garlic. I am a firm believer there is never too much garlic. So I've got 2 very large cloves of fresh garlic. It's coarsely chopped. It doesn't need to be perfect. It's going into a food processor, so it's gonna break up a little bit more, but you don't want huge chunks. 1 tablespoon of pine nuts. Of course, if somebody has a nut allergy, go ahead and take those out. A healthy pinch of coarse kosher salt or a coarse sea salt, and fresh lemon juice. This really brightens up the aioli. Of course, fresh. If you use a bottle, it's a little bit muted. It won't have as much zing to it, and I want some zing. If you love the flavors of lemon, you could also use a little bit of lemon zest in this aioli. And the star of the show, basil, fresh basil. Please, for the love of all things in your kitchen, do not use dried basil in this recipe. It really demands fresh to be delicious. Use about a half a cup of just the basil leaves. Throw them right on into that food processor. One of my tips here is to save the stems. These stems don't need to go in the trash. You can use these in other types of sauces. I also like to chop them up and use them in salads. Get a fresh, herbaceous, earthy flavor along with other mixed greens. Okay, about a half a cup. Give this a few whirls in your food processor and you're gonna be ready to go. Halfway through, wipe down the edges. We've got a few pine nuts clinging on for dear life in there, a little bit of garlic. You want it to be all incorporated. And there we go. It smells divine. That fresh basil and garlic really coming through. You can pop this into a container, put it in the fridge, let it chill. The flavors will marry and they'll really start to come out and become fragrant. Or like today, we can go ahead and just use it on our chicken sandwich. Here we go. This is a delicious chicken sandwich, made even more delicious with our homemade pesto aioli. I've got a chicken breast here with roast tomatoes and some microgreens on just a regular sesame seed bun. I'm gonna take this, give it a really good, healthy slather. It is nice and creamy. I can smell the basil, I can smell the garlic. Again, healthy slather there. Don't be shy. Okay, take it right on top. And there you go. Delicious chicken sandwich with a homemade pesto aioli. From my kitchen to yours, have a great day.